Hi, I'm Tim Pomroy.
And I'm Lisa Kable.
And welcome to NRMA's Driver's Seat. Today we're looking at Suzuki's latest small car, the Suzuki Alto.
So what do you think, guys, in the front seat there? It's cosy.
Lisa, Suzuki are no strangers when it comes to selling small, light and fuel-efficient cars here in Australia. For those in the know, a small car from Suzuki has always been a good experience. Lisa, a test circuit like Oran Park is definitely outside the comfort zone of this little Alto, but what's good here for this car is the fact that we can measure its tight turning circle. It's just under 9 metres. The 1 litre 3-cylinder engine generates just 50 kilowatts of power and 90 newton metres worth of torque. So out in the open road or at highway speeds, it could definitely put the Alto under some pressure. That said, the manual transmission has a nice spread of ratios that suits a small capacity engine nicely. If you keep the engine busy and use all the available engine revs, the Alto, whilst no match for its bigger engine competition, is okay in an urban environment and will do the job out in the open road.
It certainly sits comfortably at 110.
Its official fuel consumption figure is just 4.8 litres per 100 kilometres. Lisa, you've driven the Alto around town for a couple of days. How do you think it feels?
This is one area where the Alto feels a little bit crude. And around town the ride quality becomes choppy and quite firm. When stopped in traffic and idling, the 3-cylinder engine transmits a lot of vibration through the cabin.
Yeah, you're right, Lisa.
And a couple of times when the air conditioning kicked in, the engine idle speed dropped to nervous engine stalling levels.
It's more a characteristic though of the uneven firing 3-cylinder engine than a fault. Lisa, for a car that has a starting price of just $12,490,
and that's the base GL manual,
you wouldn't expect much in the way of standard features.
Well, it's got central door locking, which is good, but it misses out on a couple of niceties like electric operated external mirrors and steering wheel mounted audio controls. But with 6 airbags and electronic stability control on this top spec model, the Alto's safety credentials can't be faulted. Tim, the Alto comes with 2 child restraint anchorage points, but I'm thinking you're only going to get 1 capsule and 1 pram in there. Front seats are more comfortable and supportive than some of the Alto's more expensive opposition.
And it's not bad for a car of this size. In the rear it's a slightly different proposition. Open the hatch and there's a small cargo area that can store a couple of soft overnight bags or your groceries, but not much else.
A stroller, yes, but not a pram.
Lisa, inside the Alto, the dash layout, it's a pretty simple affair. It's got a large, easy to read speedo that dominates the dash. On top of the dash it's a small engine tacho. It looks at odds with the rest of the dash design, and in daylight I found it a bit too hard to read.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. From the last couple of days of driving, I didn't actually look at the tacho at all, I must admit. It is in an awkward position. The steering wheel actually cuts it across the front there, but the actual speedometer is great. It's right in front of you. It's clear.
Yeah,
the fact that
easy to read.
Yeah, and the MP3 functionality is fantastic. Radio is fine. You've got speakers in the doors.
And in terms of build quality and finish, what's your thoughts?
The build quality of the Indian-built Alto looks okay. Paintwork on the Altos we tested couldn't be faulted and are first rate. Internal trims fit well, but look a little bit busy.
Lisa, the new Alto from Suzuki, on paper at least, looks to be a winner. Fuel consumption of just 4.8 litres per 100 k's for the manual version, 6 airbags, traction control and electronic stability control available on the GLX we tested, all for $14,490. In a 4-door body style, that's certainly appealing. In a suburban environment, the new Alto will do the job. But if you're after a car that's a bit more comfortable outside the urban jungle, then buyers should do their homework. Overall,
oh, more than okay. Put it this way, if I was 17 or 18, this was my first car, I'd be very happy.
if you would like to see more reviews and tests, visit motoring within the My NRMA website, www.mynrma.com.au.